Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on Humble. It's actually doing something here this week, so I got kind of excited about that. So take a look here at the 1 month. Looks like it was up to 152, 149, and it's just been down since the 7th of May. Another dip here, and then just kind of on the way down on the dip on the 20th. But as you can see, it's kind of pulling out of it, kind of recovering here over the 5-day at 78 cents, and just kind of keeps stepping up and hit a high there at a 128. And here's kind of what it's doing today. So went up to 132 and just kind of leveling out there. So we'll see if it dips below this 110, 114 range or not. But I'll have some faith in it. But I'm a long-term holder on this, so it doesn't really affect me all that much. Sometimes I try buying the dip. I haven't bought any more. I was looking at it on Monday. I should have bought some now since it's running up, but there'll be other dips, I'm sure. So a lot of you out there probably hope not, but it does provide buying opportunities, so that's how I look at it. But over here on bar chart, again, low of 107, high of 134, so it's got some volatility in it, and so we'll see what happens. Volume of 10 million shares, average volume of 11. So not a whole lot of shares being traded on this one, and kind of a lack of information here on that happens sometimes here on bar chart, but see if we can find some other information on it here. Humble illusions of grandeur, collapsing international deals, and lurking dilution. This is just dated on the 20th. This is the number of Humble app store reviews per day since the launch, and as you can kind of see, kind of the decline here in the latter days, but we'll see. An early stage fintech company with a $5.6 billion fully diluted market cap that recently reverse merged onto the OTC. So it used to be TSNP, then it went to TSNPD, and now it's HMBL. It ended its most recent quarter with $156,000 in revenue and currently has $4.5 million in cash. It had zero revenue in 2020, but it's just getting started. That's how I look at it too. So the company aspires to be an Amazon or Alipay, imagining that it will facilitate payments of billions of people around the world by transcending borders and lowering costs using blockchain technology. So another reason why I got into this one is because of the blockchain. It's just the way of the future. It's the way of everything's moving towards. So, but 6 months after going public, its users can't send or receive money on its payment app, let alone engage in low-cost cross-border cryptocurrency transactions. So that's coming from some of the research that the company has failed to deliver. The vast majority of merchants appear on HumblePay's platform don't accept HumblePay. Some didn't even know that they were on the platform and had never heard of Humble when we spoke with them. Despite Humble's claim of disrupting the payment business, Humble uses another payment processor, Stripe, to support the few merchants on its platform who are accepting payments. We found that international deals announced over the last year, a key source of the company's perceived legitimacy, never got off the ground or have quietly collapsed behind the scenes. A landmark of $15.6 million, a deal to set rights to Humble's business in 15 countries in Oceania, including Australia and Tonga, collapsed. We found the partner for this major planned deal that has no presence beyond a local entity filing and operates out of a small residence. And this just kind of goes over some further information, so feel free to pause and go over the rest. But their expansion into Mexico, where Humble CEO boasted about recruiting 300 merchants in 3 days, has only 2 merchants listed as accepting payments. So a lot of these have had kind of reflected in the stock price. Meanwhile, amidst these grand plans, Humble quietly issued preferred shares convertible into 5.54 billion common shares to insiders and family members, setting retail investors up for total annihilation. So kind of not some too great of news about Humble here, but here's kind of a responded to an investor backlash by tweeting that he won't convert his personal holdings preferred shares until at the end of 2022. He did not offer, however, the same assurances regarding 3 billion other shares, including those held by his family's trust. Over the weekend, Sharp had made a Twitter account private days before, announced on Twitter that he was parting ways with Humble, leaving public shareholders little to show for these massive giveaways to insiders except ever more grandiose plans that appear stuck at the vapor stage. So I hadn't really seen too much information on Humble for a couple days. I've made a couple videos on them in the past, and just haven't come across any updated information here in the last couple days. Otherwise I would have did a video on them. It's one of my favorite ones to watch. So this goes over the San Diego-based company. Already has 3 divisions, each with broad plans to revolutionize various digital economies: HUMBLEPAY, Humble Marketplace, and Humble Financial. Despite its ambitious plans, the company finished its recent March quarter with just $156,000 in revenue and $1.4 million loss. It pays $3,250 per month to operate out of its WeWork office space, and currently has $4.5 million in cash from recent sales of stock and warrants. Humble announced a successful launch of NFT gallery, and this was just dated on the 24th, so 2 days ago. They're excited to announce the launch of a Humble non-fungible token NFT gallery, which is available on the website humblepay.com. The Humble NFT gallery will allow content creators to create NFTs and consumers to purchase them. Humble is a new digital assets platform that is being built to package blockchain tokenization into simple use cases for customers, such as payments, ticketing, NFTs, and financial services. So they kind of cover a wide range of financial services, which is a big catalyst in my mind. Distribution mechanisms of digital creators, artists, and entertainers in key verticals like sports, music, entertainment, fashion, gaming, and photography. And some of this I've covered on some of my other videos, so go back and watch those as well. There's always good information. We consider it a rare opportunity at Humble to build a consumer brand on the front end of the technology cycle like blockchain. And Brian Foote, CEO of Humble, we look forward to collaborating with our partners to help lead and define this exciting new category in the days ahead. And this goes over a little bit more about Humble and the different platforms. We've kind of already touched on those. Humble announces additional bridge round investments, and this is also dated on the 25th. Announced that they had closed a $2,500,000 USD and 2 new financings. The 2 financings will be used as a bridge to help Humble to get its $50 million equity financing agreement. As a result of these financings, Humble has $6 million in free cash in its bank account as of today's date. The round included an investment from the United States and Australia in exchange for $1.5 million in cash. Humble issued the first investor group $1,530,000 in convertible promissory notes. The notes bear interest at 8% per annum and are convertible at investors' election at a fixed price of $1 per share. The notes are due in 22 months. And feel free to pause and go over the rest there for yourself. Again, you can find this on markets.businessinsider.com. Kind of goes over some more NFT information that we've kind of already touched on, and more on what Humble is. Over here to Reddit, do not sell. Hindenburg Research report on Humble 5 days ago. Not really any other information in there. So currently at $1.23. Low and the high of 772. Public announcements to you haters, aka bears. What goes up around here usually has a way of going down. The next, still not worried. About to slap the ask 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. Spent a lot of slapping the ask on stock twits here on videos that I've made lately. I guessed 111, 113 closed today. I'll admit when I'm wrong. Let's keep up the good fight. So, and I've also covered forwardly here on the channel as well. I think Humble demonstrates it can hold these gains. That's when we see forwardly adjust accordingly. So if you believe this is a sustained move for Humble, then what a bargain forwardly currently is at 15 cents. And see if there's anything, not much here in tip ranks, but that's all the information that I have here on Humble today. We'll see if it can hit this 132 again, or if we'll stay in the 120s. Would be nice as well. So, but that's it for Humble. If you have this one, go ahead and list it in the comments along with your cost basis and any other thoughts on HUMBLEPAY. And smash that like button for me, and subscribe if you haven't, and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.